Okay, guys, I've got the next poem up here. It's called Good Night, Willie. I'll see you in the morning. So I'm going to read it for you, and then we'll annotate it a little bit together up here. All right. Good night, Willie. I'll see you in the morning by Alice Walker. Looking down into my father's dead face for the last time, my mother said without tears, without smiles, without regrets, but with civility. Good night, Willie. Lee. I'll see you in the morning. And it was then I knew that the healing of all our wounds is forgiveness that permits a promise of our return at the end. Okay, very interesting. I'm going to freeze my screen right here and we're going to annotate this portion. So it says, good night, Willie Lee, I'll see you in the morning is a quote. And so that's actually right here inside of the poem. So the title comes from inside the poem. So we're just going to annotate inside the poem instead of annotating the title. But I left these up here if you want to draw a picture of, I actually didn't draw a picture on this one because, a casket? I don't know what you would draw. But I guess you could draw a picture for this one. I did not, and I found plenty of annotations. So first I noted the nouns. I circled the nouns again. Father, face, this adjective dead kind of freaks me out. Mother, tears, smiles, regrets. And then I noticed we have some repetition. Okay, so we have repetition of this word without. But look at this. These are the things that it is without. Without tears, smiles, regrets. And then it's with civility, and that is italicized on purpose. So that's really interesting. We have to get to the bottom of this, though. What do these nouns say about this goodbye? It says without tears, smiles, or regrets. So we have to know that she's not terribly sad. Okay, first of all, we know that father is the dead person. Mother is the one that's looking down. So this is probably a child observing the mom at their father's funeral. And so the mother has no tears, so she's not overly sad. She has no smiles, so it's not like she's happy. But she also has no regrets. So we can say this is a solid, kind of unemotional goodbye. And this would actually kind of describe that too. Civility, if you're a civil person, right, you're professional, right? So if she's saying goodbye with civility, if she says this statement, good night, Willie Lee, I'll see you in the morning. She's saying it kind of like a professional would. So very little emotion attached to it. So that's really interesting. We're going to unpack this a little bit. I'll see you in the morning. What does that mean? If she believes she's going to see Willie Lee again, she probably believes what? In afterlife. So she believes she will see her husband in the afterlife. Okay. So that's kind of a theme, I guess, in this poem, that heaven is coming. But listen, I'm not going to scroll up, but we have to look at this. The healing, I circled those nouns. Healing, I circled wounds, I circled forgiveness. And that permits a promise. I circled promise. So I wondered, and I wrote this as a question, did the father wound them or her somehow? And then the forgiveness equals the promise. So it kind of says that, which that's a good thing, that forgiveness equals a promise. And so I kind of, at the end of this, even though it seems kind of unemotional up here, I got this feeling that forgiveness happened at the end of the poem, and that was a good thing. So this is a kind of different legacy, right? The first poem was called Lineage, and it was about the hardworking grandmothers. And this is called Good Night, Willie Lee, I'll see you in the morning. because it's about saying goodbye and entering a new generation. The old has passed on, but this whole idea of forgiveness and letting go, and in the end, that's what matters, kind of thing. So that's Good Night, Willie Lee. I'll see you in the morning. By Alice Walker.